Hey guys, are you ready for the Spengler's Proton Pack coming from Hasbro Pulse in the HasLab? Are you? Well, you might not be. You might need a few things. If you're an OG, if you're a diehard Ghostbuster fan, if you're a ghost head, are you ready for it? Are you gonna win?
Dave's Dimension, your home for tech, toys, and talk.
Hey guys, welcome back again in Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel. That is your home for tech, toys, and talk. And guess what, guys? The countdown has begun. Less than a week away before the HasLab Spengler's Proton Pack arrives here. So how else do we get prepared for it? Well, let me show you. Okay, guys, here we are. We have our Spengler's Neutronoan. Or should I flip it around? As I said, guys, if you have the Spengler's Proton Pack, the HasLab from Hasbro Pulse coming through, you might need one piece. Sure, it's a great Proton Pack, but you also need a wand to connect to it. And we have our Spengler's Neutronoan. Now, if you guys have followed the channel, you know that I already had this wand. And what I've been kind of making room here in the dimension for the Proton Pack that's coming. So, I actually have sold... I was selling a couple of my Proton Packs. I still have one Proton Pack I need to actually liquidate right now. But I actually sold one of my packs with the first Spengler wand that I had. So I figured, hey, we have a new Proton Pack coming. Why not get a new wand? So here we are. It's still sealed. This just arrived. It still has the factory seals on it. We're going to cut right on into this, guys. What do you say? First off, we got to slide this off. If it'll come off. And I forgot they have tape on this. There we go. Now, what's really great about this box, you might want to save this, because it looks just like a metal box. Now, you don't actually see this box in the movie per se. This is a metal box that's used inside the Ecto 1. Now, if you're into that legal stuff and all the funnies, what pictures, what do we see on it? There's your graphics. There's a stand with the wand. Tells you need 3 AA batteries. Some of the mechanisms and all that goofy stuff. So let's get right on into that. What do you say? Got some tape to cut through. I don't have a blade on me right this second, so I'm using the DeLorean. But the DeLorean from Ready Player One novel with the Ghostbusters logo on it. A little bit fitting, don't you think? Let's try that again. Here we go. And there is our wand. So we're going to open this up right now. Now this is actually our Generation 2 wand, not the Generation 1. These are little pieces for either attaching a hose or for assembling a stand. We're going to have to break through that. Now, if you notice, this is we can tell this is Generation 2 for the sheer fact that we have an orange cap here. It's something that they're doing because of cosplay, because of cons. If someone has a gun, sorry about that, guys. If someone has a gun, you don't know if it's a toy or not, unless you have a orange cap. That's why you see like toy guns in the stores. You see them with orange caps. That's why you see them with orange caps. So, let's just wiggle this just a little bit. Get this cardboard off. All right, there we go. Now, since I did have the first version, a couple things I see right off the bat. It looks like this weathering's a little different here. It looks a little bit more dirtier. But aside from that, those are the only real changes I'm showing here. The weathering looks to be about the same. We have a little string here that we have to cut through here. I'm going to pause you guys so I can go ahead and slice and dice. Okay, guys, so we got the little plastic off. Now, if you've never seen the Spengler's Neutrona wand in person, well, let me just show you guys a little bit right here. Knocking over figures left and right. This is what we call our V-hook. This will slide on to the side of the pack. So when we're not using it, it's in a standby mode hanging down like this. Okay? This hook, you might be wondering, what is this hook used for? Well, when a Ghostbuster draws their Neutrona wand, and after they're done using it, they can't just simply reach behind themselves and reinsert the wand back onto the pack. So, what do? We hang this from our belt. If you notice, the Ghostbusters wear a utility, technically it's a military pistol belt, but they have little like keychain holders and fobs. Well, one of those fobs is used to hang this wand from their belt. If you notice in the Ghostbusters movies, after they're using their Neutrona wand, where do you see them hanging the wands? Off of their belts. That's why, and that's what that is for, specifically speaking. Okay, now you do have, this is where your speaker channel comes from. All your sound channel is going to come through here. Okay, now don't worry about these hoses. These hoses are meant to be loose like this, and I like the play on here is good. You don't feel like you're going to hurt anything. When you're not firing your wand, you always keep it retracted into the barrel. Okay, now this is a Ghostbusters Afterlife Neutrona wand. We know this because of the shotgun mount right here. Shotgun grip and the tape on here. Now, there are a lot of people who have modified their wands to look more like 1984 Ghostbusters 1. There are 3D printed handles that you can get on here, and you can cut this technically off and put them over here, but you still have a lot of weathering. Now, I'm a big fan of the weathering. I love the weathering on this. This looks screen used. It looks like a prop. A good friend of mine always tells me a prop should tell a story. Now, some of this looks a little bit more overly cosmetically scuffed here. What I do like is if you run your fingers over here, you can feel imperfections on here. If you're running your fingertips over here, you can feel imperfections on the wand. You can feel some parts feel a little bit more rough than they do smooth, and that makes a lot of sense. Some of the weathering compared to my old one, it looks like it's a little bit improved in some parts. And some of it looks pretty obvious in others. But I still love this. We're still going to rock this. The labels are crooked like they should be. Nothing's going to look perfect. You might be asking yourself, well, why do you say that, Dave? In Ghostbusters 1, when they made the Proton packs, Egon and Ray built these packs and these wands in a firehouse, an old rundown, dilapidated firehouse. And they even said that the power needs are substandard in that building. So they threw these together, so nothing's going to look 100% perfect, but I love all the metal fittings, especially with the clip art valve right here. This is going to be your intensity. So we're going to throw some batteries into this. Now, you may be saying, Dave, where do the batteries go? Well, they go right here. Now, here's one little difference. There is a screw on here. On the old one, we didn't have a screw, just unscrewed right out. Okay? There's a screw here. So we're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver, which I have right here. Now that's one difference I notice here with this. So if I can get that in there. I have to use a different one here very quickly, guys. Let me find another Phillips. That is a flathead. Let me pause you guys while I get the right tool for the right job. Okay, guys. Screwdriver here. This could be just a factory defect. Okay, guys, sorry about this, but there's an audio issue going on with my microphone, so for this part of the video, I have to re-record this on a secondary track, so I apologize if some of this is not matching up perfectly. Now, there's my iFixit kits, which I used to finally get the battery open, because on the back of the wand, there's a small cap with a screw that secures that in, so nothing's going to accidentally fall out. Now, none of the regular screwdrivers are working, so I had to break out my iFixit kits, which is your all-purpose repair kit for any kind of electronic repairs, whether it's computers, hell, even working on a cell phone. This is going to be your ultimate toolkit, and it really tremendously comes in handy. I have no affiliation with iFixit, but I swear by them religiously, guys. So let's get onto the wand right now. Now, you just can't fire the wand. It's not going to work. There's a certain sequence you have to hit in order to activate this. Now, that sequence is going to be lower toggle on the right hand side, then the upper toggle, then the toggle underneath the trigger on the left hand side. If you do it in any other combination, it will not fire, it will not function. Egon Spengler, when he constructed these proton packs and wands, he put in safety features to prevent any kind of dangerous events. So there you go. Now, as you can see, we got the shotgun mount, the little barrel handle on the front, and of course the faded faux grip tape on the rear of the wand. Now, you just can't fire the wand with the barrel inserted. You have to extend the barrel first. And by the way, there are timeout features on here. Whenever the wand times out, you will have to reset it. Now, there you go. Barrel extended after hitting that green lever. And now we can fire it. Now, if you saw Ghostbusters Afterlife, they were able to fire the wand with the barrel not extended. They did that because it was more of a practical application. With the gunner seat going in and out through that one door, if you had the barrel extended, you would damage the barrel and probably blow yourself up. So, now, if you notice, I'm doing a different color streams here because this one is built in with the Ghostbusters the video game mode as an Easter egg. There's a slime blower mode, a stasis mode, as you see right there. And there's our boson collider to shoot boson darts. Those are good for nice big bursts of ions when you're taking down any goblins, ghosts, or baddies in your way. Also good for blowing up obstructions in your path. But all in all, this is an amazing, amazing wand, guys. Okay, so there we are. We have the stand. We have the wand on the stand. Now, again, I apologize for some of the editing. I've been having some issues with the audio, among a few other issues with Filmora. But this is a great stand. I mean, it's a good stand. It could be better. I've seen some 3D printed stands a little bit better. You can see it's a little rubbery. But I do plan on painting this, giving it my own little flair and pizzazz. Even if you're not a cosplayer, even if you're not a Ghostbuster. If you're a fan of Ghostbusters, this is an amazing piece to have. It's an amazing display piece. And even if you are into cosplay, I mean, this is great. It's versatile. You can have this on your mantle, on your bookshelf, or you can have it connected to the pack itself. Now, if anyone has any questions or concerns, maybe you have a question about, maintenance of the wand, please feel free to always message me. You can either message me on Instagram at Daves_Dimension, or you can even email me at davesdimension78@gmail.com. Now, again, I love the weathering. I love the story of the wand itself. A friend of mine who does props always says, tell a story with your prop. we can see that it's been scratched up, it's been beat up, and if you run your fingers across certain areas of the wand, you can actually feel imperfections. You can feel scratches, gouges. That's the kind of stuff we want. That's the kind of realism that we want. Every detail on here is amazing, and I cannot wait to combine this with the Proton Pack, which is coming later this week, guys. And you know me, I will be doing an unboxing of it as quickly as possible. As soon as I get it in my hands, you guys are going to be getting that video right away. Now, again, this is an amazing piece. I love the versatility of it. I love the Easter eggs on here, which are the Ghostbusters video game modes, which are not canon with the movies themselves, but it's cool that they threw it in there. Now, guys, you can display your prop any way you want. This is your prop. This is your collectible. Do what you want, okay? Now, I'm just giving you guys a few thoughts, a few concerns, a few opinions of my own on this. All in all, for the price point, because I believe this is, you can range this between different retailers between about maybe $125 to maybe $130. There are some third-party sellers that will charge you a few bucks extra, such as Amazon, so please be buyer beware on that. But guys, I want to thank everyone for checking out this video. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Let me know in the comment section below, guys. But guys, as always, I want to thank everyone for checking out the video. And you guys know what I'm going to say. Hit that like button. Hit that bell for notifications. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, guys. All the interactions on this channel and on these videos help further the channel along with the almighty algorithm, guys. But guys, as always, I just want to thank you guys for coming in. Always keep on busting. And you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. I will always catch you guys on the flip side. And again, thank you for supporting this channel, and we will see you guys later on. Stay safe, keep smiling, and keep on busting. You know who you're going to call.